Hello again everybody and welcome back, and big day today. We've hit 10,000 subscribers, so thank you to every single one of you guys watching and enjoying all the content, flying along and being part of this fantastic community. And today we are giving away a brand new Tailstrike Designs Milan Bergamo scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator, courtesy of our friends at Tailstrike Designs. And you can purchase their scenery for Milan from Aerosoft, and the links are all in the description of course as well. Thanks to Aviation Simulation for providing today's look at this, today's route. Quite random, of course. Quite a few of you guys would probably think it is a little bit random, but it's a Wizz Air route from Bacau, Romania over to Milan Bergamo, and this is some really good freeware scenery as well. Welcome to everybody in the live chat. I hope you're all well. We've run out of stands. You can download this on flightsim.to. It's quite a nice little bit of scenery. Probably best to search for the airport ICAO code of LRBC. I think if you type in Bacau it doesn't actually pop up, but it looks pretty good. Loads of scenery around here as well. Or it's very scenic, I should say. It looks great. But it also seems a bit of a random airport to fly to for a holiday. But who am I to judge? Anyway, I hope we're all well, having a good weekend so far. Next week we've got some massive giveaways, including a long haul flight. Here we are down the bottom here in the Wizz Air paint. We've got the APU fired up, and we're expecting a departure on runway 32, I think. Is it 32? 34. There you go, Blue Bitten, 34. Look at this little lineup, it looks fantastic. If you've just tuned into the channel for the very first time, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, of course. As always, give us a little thumbs up if you're enjoying the content. We've got Navigraph and Volanta fired up, but we'll show Navigraph for the time being. We'll get that new flight from SimBrief loaded in, LRBC to LIME. There we go, pretty much a straight line, almost west across Europe. And we're at stand 6. Standard instrument departures, there aren't any. So basically we're going to go straight out departure effectively. And I'm not sure if taxiway 1 is not for civil use, so we have to go to Charlie and then have an extended backtrack all the way down to 3-4, interestingly enough, according to those charts. Tavanaris, it certainly is, yes, an A319. FSLTL, of course, are doing really well with all of that. So this taxiway here we can't use, so we're going to hold here, and then it's a really long backtrack actually down to the end of the runway for us. DH simulations are awesome, thank you. We're looking to push back in just a few minutes. Teachman, welcome to you as well. Just downloaded World Update 6. Is it really buggy or something? You know what? For me, it's been absolutely fine. I've got to say, it has been okay. Ooh, got a screenshot ready to go already. Let's pop that on there in Volanta. So there we are, Bacau in Romania. Little bits of precipitation around. We're going to head west over towards Hungarian airspace, and we're going to then speak to, I think, Budapest Centre, and then just before KOPRY we'll be handed over to Adriatic Centre for a crossing over Croatia and Slovenia, and then we're going to get to Italian airspace before entering into Bergamo. And the stars look quite funky, so we're going to have a little look closer to our arrival at the actual standard instrument arrival routes. Mats, hello! Welcome, how are you doing, mate? Been a little while, hope you're well. Thomas, thanks very much. So, oh wow, my wife's a surgeon, GD, that's pretty cool. We've got our route popped into the flight plan. If we've got nav mode, you can see here we're literally just going to take off and fly runway heading to BUCSA, like so. In fact, 3-4 is off that way actually, so the arrows So after departure, actually, it's a left turn. But we need to go flight plan, LRBC, departure, runway 34. There's no SIDS. So there we go. Little discontinuity. We can clear that. And it should give us a line. There we are. Lovely. So straight out. And then I assume that means 2,105 feet. We're then going to turn left to BUCSA. Easy peasy. V1 of 132. DN 0.3. Let's get that swivel down. Yeah, all done. QNH currently of 1016. Alec, good afternoon to you. Hope you're okay. Meta LRBC. Winds are 350 at 4 knots, variable between 250 at 040 degrees, Cav OK, 25 degrees Celsius, dew point plus 9 degrees, and a QNH 1016. And I've just remembered I need to change my control keybinds away from the CRJ. Otherwise I have no reverse thrust. And we might need that. There we are. Happy days. We've got them control keybinds set again. And we should now... There we go. Reverse thrust. Lovely. I think we're ready. Cruise of flight level 380. I'll set 14,000 for now. QFA, hello, welcome. Congratulations the other week for winning one of the prizes for the Gleam giveaway that we did. Hopefully you redeemed that in time. Alec, kind words, thank you very much. Well done, 10,000 subscribers, thoroughly well deserved. And best community in flight simming, extremely welcoming, very helpful. Love being part of this community. That's always nice to hear. Thank you very much. Bacau. I don't even know how to pronounce it with a little flick, actually, to be honest. The main thing is you're impressed. They're all greyed off. I wonder if we can use this. The new experimental version of the toolbar pushback mod with interactive pushback audio.
Cockpit to ground.
Oh yeah.
This is ground. Stand by.
Swamp Flies, hello. Foray, it's a project called FSLTL that I'm helping test. Goodman, I'll try to use the rudder, but it's very sensitive. There's an interior. Just quickly punch in here. We'll get waved off by the passengers. It's doing the Michael Jackson.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed. The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Let's see this. It's going to lift the aeroplane.
Lifting the aircraft.
Look at that. That is so cool. How it does that.
By for pushback.
That is unreal.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the captain and the entire crew,
Let's get the beacon on.
board of this Wizz Air aircraft, Airbus of 320.
Tailstrike Designs, it's a scenery developer, flight sim. The little things like that little nose wheel lifting, it's fantastic. Bacau traffic, Wizz Air 2029 on stand 6, A320 push and start facing south. GD, if it helps and you've not already checked it out, do have a little look at my...
Thank you for choosing Wizz Air and enjoy your flight.
There we are.
Cockpit to ground. Go ahead. We are cleared for
Have a little look at the three
Okay.
things that I've got, 3-episode tutorial series for you guys. Cool, let's rock and roll.
Pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
I shall.
We'll start in the sequence.
Flight sim is part of the scenery, I believe.
Bacau traffic, Alpine 0 kilo, pushing back, stand number 5.
The The push tug is on flightsim.to. It's by ambitious pilots. It's called Toolbar Pushback. It is really good. The scenery, the ground equipment that you guys see is part of Latin VFR's AREX Europe scenery. Payware, but very, very good. Certainly worth it. Oh, it's a bit tight. Let's go forwards here. We'll tow the aeroplane forwards. My OCD's kicking in, so I want it on the centre line. Michael, hello, welcome. Oops, hello. There we go. Let's slow that down. Stop pushback.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Peter, hello, welcome.
Parking brake set. Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
That's so cool.
You may disconnect. Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect. Pin has been removed. See you at the side. Have a good flight. Holding position, waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Get a couple of them screen grabs. That looks pretty cool. And what do we got? There's that Jet 2 taxiing there. Alec, thank you very much. It's your second month anniversary of being a member. Thanks for being part of the channel, supporting it with your channel membership. And Dan Stein from Chile, welcome. Oh GD, they've got a scary amount of torque. Bacau traffic, Wizz Air 2029er is going to taxi to Hold Point Charlie, runway 34 via Charlie. Let's see. Part brake off. Predictive wind shear needs to go on. And the cockpit door is locked because I forgot. Let's get that back on arc mode. Constraints. And the Wizz Air safety demonstration.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time please direct your attention to the crew as they demonstrate the safety procedures of this aircraft so that, in an unlikely emergency event, you are going to be prepared to know what to do. The emergency exit signs are marked with exit signs.
Michael, yes.
On this aircraft,
A little bit.
there are 8 emergency exits. 2 exits at the front.
What do you reckon, guys? Should we start the giveaway now? Wait for this to stop. Once they stop moving, the lights, come on. There we go, like so. We can then go take off config check.
This is how you open them. And this is how you close them. We are now going to show you how to use
Stubbs is very good, isn't it?
in the event of loss of cabin pressure, oxygen mask.
Pop them out the belly.
Please put the strap around your head and breathe normally. Put your mask on first before helping others. Life jackets are located under your
Blue bit and I shall. I'll just position to the hold point first.
Remove the jacket from the pouch and put it over your head. Attach the strap and pull tightly. After leaving the aircraft, pull on the red handle to inflate the jacket.
Very narrow taxiway.
Life jackets can also be inflated by blowing through the mouthpiece. Life jackets for babies should be inflated before
Okay,
leaving the
ignition
aircraft.
mode norm.
For further information,
And spoilers armed.
safety card located
To wait for the safety demo.
in front of you, which contains
There goes
the
X-Ray.
important safety features of this aircraft. Thank you.
Off he goes, he says as I veer off watching him. Bacau traffic, Wizz Air 2029er is backtrack runway 34, ready for departure. APU off. Strobes are on for the backtrack and it's clear. Let's get rid of the EFB, we don't want that. We don't want it, we don't need it, I should say. Okay, so terms and conditions are in the video description as always for the giveaway, and we've got one copy of the amazing Tailstrike Designs Milan Bergamo to give away for Microsoft Flight Simulator today. We'll run the giveaway until we are engines off on stand at Milan Bergamo at the end of the stream. And all you've got to do to enter today's giveaway is answer a question. Timers. Edit. Make sure I've got that sorted. We'll enable the timer so people keep asking what the question is. The bot will tell us regularly in the chat. Okay, let's see. Keyword. And here we go. I want to know what 3-letter IATA code designates Bergamo. What is the 3-letter IATA code for Bergamo? Nice and easy. All you've got to do to enter is make sure you've hit that subscribe button down below and add the comment into the live chat. Easy peasy. Let's get all the lights on. That's all good. God, it's a bit dark on the overhead, isn't it? APU's coming off and crew all cool.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Sasha, very good, thank you. I hope you're well. Takeoff memos are all green. Flight directors are on. Aviation simulation. I didn't doubt for one moment you'd be straight in with an answer. Hopefully we get loads of you guys confident enough with VATSIM to join us live tomorrow, live on Saturday. On Saturday we're going to be doing a long haul flight from Washington Dulles to London Heathrow, and we've got a couple of £100 worth of stuff to give away across the weekend, including a Navigraph Ultimate subscription, which is an awesome prize. I'm sure you guys will agree. Don't forget to give us a like as well. Only 30 likes. Retromain, welcome on board. Thanks for subscribing. Bacau traffic, Wizz Air 2029ers departing runway 34, straight out, followed by a turn to the west. Bacau traffic. One click, 2 clicks, flex, SOS, runway. $80 knots. V1, rotate. Positive rate, go up. There we go, wrong button. There we go, there's the guys down below.
Bacau traffic, Callsign 700 kilo, backtracking runway 34.
Yeah, we've got a lot of prizes. Navigraph subscriptions, SimBrief vouchers, Contrail vouchers, Pilot Plus scenery gifting. What else? The funds for an Aerosoft CRJ. Leave a climb. So that's in the climb gate. Get my feet off the rudder pedals now as well. Bacau traffic, Wizz Air 2029ers airborne 3,000 feet. Yeah, Tishman, sadly there's no ATC on here, so we're on Unicom. Look at this. This scenery. I'll wind it all the way up to cruise 38,000 feet. And that's flaps clean. Ground spoilers can be disarmed now using a keybind, or you could just push that up, push that down. Up is armed, down is disarmed. Transition level's roughly about there, so let's get that to standard pressure. 1013 there as well. Where we go. ETA should update at the top of your screen once we get above 10,000 feet, Michael. Lanky boy, hello to you. Dustine, the giveaway has begun. All you've got to do is answer the following question correctly after you've clicked subscribe, and that is, what is the 3-letter IATA code for Bergamo? Drini, I'm not sure actually what the issue is there actually. Terrain warning. It sounds like a mod conflict actually, so make sure you got the very latest up-to-date version of the experimental mod for the fly-by-wire A32NX. Great scenery. What have we got here for views? Probably 8 now, isn't it? There we go, look at that. Peter, it certainly is. And now, of course, we've got the text on the winglets as well, the sharklets. Looking pretty good. We can see the guys down there. One's just departing, look. And then we've got all the others at the hold point.
Bacau traffic, backtracking.
Drini, try the experimental branch. It's really good. That's what we're using today, and it's got the flight plan manager built into it. Transport Gamer, welcome. We can probably get... There we go, yeah. I thought we were over 10,000. Let's get them off. That off. That off. And that off. Happy days. Look at that. Pretty cool. No smoking signs are still on. Oh, Drini, strange. It might be worth just removing the mod. If you've got something like add-on linker, remove the mod that's causing the conflict so that you can use the A32NX nicely. Gridman, why is AP1 not engaging? Check your dead zones. It might well be that there's a sort of a ghost control input happening, and it's preventing autopilot from engaging. Apart from that, I'm not sure. Am I above 200 knots? Yeah, we're at 290 at the moment, I believe. No, not very much on the charts at all for Georginescu Bacau Airport. Oh yes, the coffee cup, of course. Flight sim, is it worth getting the CRJ? Oh, you know what? It's my favourite aeroplane in the sim. It's really good to use. Oh, that's a bit loud, isn't it? Should we get that drone cam sorted out? We'll get it on the old slow turn like we did yesterday. Fenian, welcome. I'll try and get some nice little screenshots of the scenery down below. Drini, you know what, Gridman, it could be that actually. Check to make sure you've got legacy mode active and not the control lock thing that they introduced for Xbox. Blue bit, and I'll have a little look. Oh, Roland, awesome. He's gone for the Aerosoft CRJ as well. Can't wait to give it a go. Yeah, you're going to really enjoy it, but you've got to think well enough in advance. Otherwise, it can try and trip you up a little bit. And of course, as always, make sure that you've got a plan. Check out my tutorials as well if you're trying to learn it. Those 3 episodes especially are designed to sort of make it as easy as possible. We've got a really nice little separation line going on behind us by the looks of it on Volanta. A couple of minutes between each of us. Lando Lakes, I'm not sure. I haven't got it, to be honest. I haven't tried it. I've heard good things. I've heard sort of conflicting things. People say they don't necessarily need it too much. Oh, flight sim, yeah. The Embraer E-jets that are out at the moment, I think created by Virtual Col, wasn't it? They are shockingly bad. So don't waste your money on those. Wait for the Ouroboros Jets one that's coming out in the near future. Yeah, take your time, as Stainless is saying there, with the Aerosoft CRJ, take your time calibrating the throttles. For those of you who watched me talking about it yesterday, I was mentioning how the throttle range that I've got set for my calibration gives me a lot of movement between idle and climb on the Aerosoft CRJ throttles. So it's important really to have that, so you can make tiny, tiny little tweaks when you're in the cruise. "31 entries so far." Ah, Gridman, awesome. There you go. Good stuff. Blue Bitten would like to see Volanta, please. And Velox. What do you calculate what do you use to calculate your V speeds? Well, the autopilot now in the A32NX is really quite good. So I just leave it in managed climb mode. So it's holding the speed and it's climbing quite nicely, look. Obviously, if it had constraints on the way up as well, it would respect those too, which is really good. Great little feature. But ordinarily, I'd use that. If I was in open climb, I would then use just vertical speed, and I would try and achieve something like 1800 foot per minute until these higher altitudes here, and that would start to come down to about 700 or so. I think we've got a couple of miles separation. There you are, there you are. Chanex 4621. And there's me. That's slightly delayed. Michael, no worries. Yeah, Ouroboros is a bit of an odd name, isn't it? The experimental branch gets updated as regularly as the development branch. So most days it will be updated maybe twice, 3 times. Gridman, no, it's inside the settings. I'm sure somebody here will know the route for it, but there's a setting inside the controls. Might be under accessibility, I can't quite remember. I think it is under accessibility and the main menu. You know what, before we go into controlled airspace, let's have a little look. Yeah, we're clear of that still. So, assistance options, I think. No. It must be under assistance options. No, it's not. General options. Accessibility. And then cockpit interaction system, legacy. That's what you want, Gridman. Can't do that too much on VATSIM because everyone else is still moving around you and it can cause some problems, especially if you're in controlled airspace because you're basically just floating. Indeed, Doctor on Board created the route for today. And Aviation Simulation suggested the departure and arrival, or the departure route I should say. Wait, another channel anniversary, Nacho Cat, wow, been a member for 6 months now, thank you very much. Thanks for supporting the stream as well, as we've climbed through 10,000 subscribers now, always exciting, great to have all the channel members on board with us too. Smart Bear in Sydney, Australia, welcome to the channel. The VNAV doesn't really work so much still, so I use websites like descent.now.sh and that gives us a rough estimate for top of descent really. Oh, good afternoon, Velox. So you configure everything inside the MCDU in this, and then you just click the buttons and it'll automatically calculate it for you. Beauty of the Airbus. What you can also do is do a little bit of mathematics if you want to easily calculate your top of descent. And all you've got to do there is find your vertical speed. As an idea, you can just go your descent rate times by the ground speed in knots. That's usually a percentage though. Or, if for example we're at cruise of flight level 380, so that's 380. And if we want to get to flight level 120, we'd minus those two, so it'd be 380 minus 120, and then it would divide that by a 3-degree descent angle if that's what you want to achieve, or a 2-degree or whatever else. But ordinarily you'd use a 3-degree rate of descent, and then that would give you your formula. Basically that would give you your nautical miles. So let's have a little look. Joyless, welcome on board. Yeah, Alex, that's another really good one actually. Inside the EFB, you've got a top of descent calculator in here. Oh, Drini, it's going to be fantastic, isn't it? 737 by PMDG. Click the calculator, and there you go. You can sync that to get your current altitude, and then you can put your target altitude in, regular 3-degree rate of descent, and it will give you your nautical miles. We'll probably use that a little later on as well. RP Beastie, it depends on the livery. Good question though. Sometimes I like a bit of oil and grease on the livery. If they can do it right, it looks fantastic. It looks very realistic. Winds at the moment in Milan, variable at 6 knots, 27 degrees, and a QNH of 1017. We are expecting an approach of runway 28, so OSKO 2 Echo, or OSKOR 2 Echo arrival. Let's have a little look here. It's an RNAV arrival that actually takes us over the airfield, bizarrely. It's quite a funky little arrival procedure, actually. But ultimately, we want to be at about 6,000 feet by TIXM. And from Oscar, we'd probably, like they would in real life, get a direct to Ulvin or TIXM for that final approach. We'd probably come in straight from Oscar to TIXM, to be honest. So we want to be at or above 6,000 feet there. Like so. So this is the Oscar 2 Echo, and you can see it just highlighted here, Oscar with a max speed of 250 knots. Descending down to be at or above flight level 110. Near the airfield, at or above flight level 90 over the airfield, and then descending all the way around for this little bit of an RNAV arc procedure. Or, as they've done in real life, at Oscar, you get a direct to TIXM. Although, interestingly, TIXM would cause us a problem there, because we're then crossing over to then turn around and come back, which is interesting. So what other options do we have? Well, I'd probably go Oscar to Ulvin, if that's the case. Oscar out to Ulvin, into TIXM, and then onto the ILS. To be honest, that's probably what I'll do. So Oscar direct to Ulvin, Ulvin to TIXM, TIXM max 210 at 6,000 into Lassav. Ashish, hello, welcome. Yeah, it's been a while. Hope you're okay. So we're at flight level 380. That's our cruise altitude for today, and we know we want to be at about 6,000 feet. So -380 minus 60, and then we're going to want a 3-degree glide slope, and that's therefore telling us that we need 107 nautical miles for a descent from this altitude down to 6,000 feet. So I'll round that up to 110. Blue bitten, I'm not sure what you mean, Valanta. Alex has got a good question. Said my charts won't work after a few minutes, or if I press any others, tap on the flight pad, have on it. So are you using the charts inside the flight pad itself? And Roland was asking, in Microsoft Flight Simulator, when you select an aircraft, why are there either red or green arrows next to the aircraft details? And that's going to be basically telling you that the airplane you've currently selected, if you're then looking at changing aircraft, the up and down arrows, red and green, are telling you if it's faster or slower, or if it can cruise higher or lower than the aircraft you've currently got selected. So it's giving us a quick visual indication basically of whether we're going to be getting something that's faster or slower, or can cruise higher or lower. Ashish, thank you very much. Congratulations for the 10,000 subscribers. Thanks. Thank you for you guys being part of the channel. On Volanta, you're green, which means your network is Volanta. So how come you're on VATSIM when VATSIM users are in white, not green? I'm not sure, to be honest. Let's have a little look. Maybe I've not quite got it set up properly. Mind you, my VATSIM CRD is correct. So it should be working.
Congrats on the 10K. Congratulations also on creating a welcoming community for someone new to be able to learn.
Hey Jay, thank you very much for your super chat. Cheers for your donation, appreciate it. And thanks for the kind comments as well. We've got a fantastic community behind this channel, so I'm really grateful for it. Flight Sim's asking a really good question there. How do you know if you should do auto brake medium or low when you land? So I think there's a tool in here now actually. Let's have a little look. So we're going to LIME. iDream, nice, welcome. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. We go to landing and we're going to get METAR. So we've got full flaps or conf. Runway heading is 340. Use a bit of reverse thrust. And you can put in the weather and stuff there. Obviously it's variable at 4 knots I think at the moment. Variable at 6 knots. It's given us 180 at 5 there, interestingly enough. But we will hit calculate and it will tell us there, low auto brake, we need 3,686. So it's not only just thinking about landing and stopping, but if you land and something changes and you need to take off again, you need also a landing run to be able to, like, you know, go full throttle and abort the landing. So it takes all that into consideration, but it's telling us there we need 3,686, medium 2,505, or max manual braking 2,069 meters for runway lengths. Or you can just look at the runway and sort of look at the charts. Some airports like Bristol require medium auto brake and no reverse thrust ordinarily, according to EasyJet's rules. Navigraph. Let's go here. Let's see. Taxi. If you look at the general airport info, there you go. That's telling us the runway length is 2,874 meters, and we're landing on runway 28. we can come off at Foxtrot quite happily there with probably a Conf 3 landing and low auto brake with no reverse thrust. Wesley, thank you. Here we go.
Thank me EAE at AEAEAEAEPOGPOG at.
Thanks for your super chat, Wesley. Yeah, so we can probably get off quite happily there. I think it's Delta actually, isn't it? To come off. Although it says no entry. Interestingly enough. According to that legend. Godfather, hello! So if it says no entry, mind you, it's not an entry. It's an entry onto the runway, not an exit. Yeah, no entry at that hold point. So we can look through the chart, so we can dig all the way through basically to try and work out. It's not going to tell us on the ILS stuff. It will tell us in here. Arrivals, minimum runway occupancy time, exit via Delta, I think it was in Foxtrot. Yeah, there we go. So we can come off those. We can come off at that point. So what we'll do is a flaps 3, config 3 landing with low auto brake. Ooh, MSFS. Does the pad work on Xbox? I'm really not sure actually. And Drini, why do we turn off the fly pad? Just because it gives me a couple of more frames. So I'll just leave it off, to be honest. You know what, I don't really use it very much, if I'm honest. Fly pad, yes. Sorry, fly sim. Yeah, you've got to be 13 and over for VATSIM, and of course if they suspend your account, you need proof of age, like ideal passport, like you're saying there, for them to unlock it again. It sounds like runway 28 isn't the sorry, runway, is it runway 28? It sounds like runway 10's. No, sorry, runway 28 is the primary runway because it's got the ILS and the RMP approaches. The approaches for runway 10 are RMP and VOR only. Usually, if one runway's got an ILS and the other one doesn't, the one with the ILS is the primary runway when the tailwind is less than 5 knots and the runway conditions are dry. Oh, Adriatic radar's online. Bucharest Centre's just gone offline. Sad times. To be honest, I mean, it's a Sunday. Wasn't expecting much ATC, but we've got more than we realised. This is currently the VATSIM map on Volanta. If we go around the world, that is all the flights on VATSIM at the moment, and Volanta actually. So let's get rid of... Let's see, map settings is on here. Let's get rid of Volanta. That is VATSIM at the moment. Quite cool, right? Even South Africa's got airspace controllers online. There's the Nat tracks. Oh, Reykjavik Tower. Scottish Centre, Norway Centre, or Polaris Control, or whatever it's called, is up here online too. Usual, oh, we've got EGLF approach. Wow, Farnborough and Gatwick. Never seen Farnborough online before. And there's us, Adriatic Centre. Hopefully they stay online for us as we make our way through. And actually, you know what? Forgot to mention there's another way that we can calculate top of descent here. We can do this on Volanta. Target descent rate 1,800 foot per minute. It's telling us we've got 49 at the top right of the screen, guys. 49 minutes until we need to start descent. And it's also giving us a little estimated top of descent marker just there, look. Very useful. Stainless, you've got IVAO as well, which is also free, like VATSIM. Slightly more modern interfaces and things as well on VATSIM. And yeah, GT, India, all of India actually looks pretty well covered actually. Part 2, oh dear.
Part 233 decillion 333 geodecillion 333 undecillion 333 decillion 333 nonillion 333 octillion 333 septillion 333 sextillion.
I don't even know what she was saying then. 333.33. Sounded like she was reading out some sort of pi. Thank you, Wesley. Part 2, but it doesn't say part 2 of 2, does it? So, how many parts are there? Sash is asking what waypoint when you need top of descent. We're actually going to be in between 2 waypoints at top of descent. We're going to be between SOVOX and OSKOR. There's a discontinuity there, but that's because there's nothing from OSKOR then onwards. But we can go Lime, arrival, ILS 28 Zulu. OSKOR 2 Echo. VATSIM. Insert. There's our arrival stuff done as well. We should. We can't see it there actually. Drini, well, Wesley tried to break it once with some Chinese, like a Chinese sentence or two. And interestingly enough, the Streamlabs bot absolutely smashed it. But he does like to challenge it at times. Brett's in Australia, welcome to you. Good evening over there. Hope you're well. GD, wow, have you got the Thrustmaster TCA throttle and stick? Swindon's Magic Roundabout, yes, or the one in Milton Keynes. It's basically a town of junctions and roundabouts. MSFS Hangar Club, hello. Does the plaid on the right work on Xbox or is it PC only? Sadly, I think I know it works on PC. I'm not sure if it works on Xbox, to be honest. I don't know if it does. And Aaron, Volanta is both. There's a free version of Volanta available, which is pretty good, and also a paid version of Volanta as well, Volanta Premium, and it's I think it's about £40 or so for the year, I believe. Oh dear. Thank you, Wesley. Part 3. Here we go. Your first joystick foray, just get something cheap. Like what I've got is a Thrustmaster T-Flight HOTAS X full flight kit. Joystick, it's got a single axis throttle which works pretty well, and a rudder setup. I've got a set of rudder pedals included, and you know what, it's really good. Here we go.
Part 319 Tridecillion 191 Duodecillion 919 Undecillion 191 Decillion 919 Nonillion 191 Octillion 919 Septillion 181 Sextillion 818 Quintillion.
Wow. PR's asking, what is the name for the cam add-ons, please? They're just custom. I've set them myself. But if you want to get your hands on them, you can head to flightsim.to and just search for British AvGeek, and that's then basically going to bring up a load of stuff that I've uploaded for free to download. One of those is custom camera config. You can just take the A32NX file, camera config bit, copy that and paste it into your relevant location, and you should, providing your keybinds are the same, you should be able to sort that out and just get it all done. In addition to that though, if you want to just set your own, I've done a tutorial on the channel for that on YouTube, so I can walk you through via a video tutorial exactly how to set your own custom cameras. Flight Sim's just landed in Dublin. What's his landing rate? Well, I'm going to say 126 foot per minute and 1.3 G. Jay, yeah, Wesley, you're going to pay for my PPL today. That's another £9,998 to go. That's going to be a lot of parts. Aaron, you're very welcome. And Frey asking about what joystick to use and things like that, just to go on a bit more about joysticks. You want to get whatever you're going to be happy with, really, and it depends on your budget as well. So if you are looking at just spending a bit of money, I know this whole T-Flight HOTAS X thing that I've got with the rudder pedals is about 120 or so pounds as a complete package, and that's really cheap. And you know what? It is a very good little bit of kit. I'm in no rush to change it. It works with the A32NX really nicely. It works with the CRJ exceptionally well, and all my general aviation aeroplanes too, as well as the heavies, the 787 and the 747, without faffing around with loads of keybind settings and all that sort of thing. Oh, Roland, awesome. I shall see you there. Flightsim, wow, minus 22 foot per minute. That is good. A landing that smooth, I don't think the passengers would have even realised. If you guys are not already in our Discord server and you've got Discord, make sure you head to and join the server. Basically, I've got a list of all the prizes up for grabs on next Saturday's long haul live stream. We're going to be going from Washington to Heathrow, and then the day after, courtesy of Alberto, one of our channel members, we've got a really stunning VFR route that we're going to be flying in PA28, and we're going to be zooming along from Chile around South America for about 2 and a bit hours, and we've got a little giveaway for that as well. So 2 days, 2 giveaways, and there's actually 4 giveaways. We've got one for members only, bronze, silver and gold frequent flyers, and our Discord moderators as well inside Discord. And also we've got a Gleam subscription, a Gleam giveaway coming soon as well. So when we go live Saturday morning for this long haul flight, we're going to be launching a Gleam giveaway in addition to a whole stream's worth of prizes. And that's to win. The Gleam giveaways for a full 1-year Navigraph Ultimate subscription, which is awesome. So thanks to Navigraph for offering that. It's really kind of them. Smashing prize. And we've got loads of gift cards, so even if you don't have Microsoft Flight Simulator but you've got X-Plane or P3D or FSX, we've got gift cards for Flightbeam Studios, Contrail, the Contrail Webshop Sim Market as well. all to give away, and somebody is going to win an Aerosoft CLJ during that long haul live stream too, as well as some channel merchandise. Some stickers and some mugs. Which is obviously what, yeah, they're the main prizes naturally. Vets, hello! Wesley, leave it. How many entries do we have so far for this giveaway? Today, if you're just tuning in, to save the confusion, today we're also doing a giveaway. We do a lot of them. We're giving away a copy of the Tailstrike Designs Milan Bergamo scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is really nice. For those of you who saw the thumbnail prior to today's stream, it's pretty nice. MPS Gaming, yeah, well that's actually one of the sort of things within the giveaway for the Navigraph subscription. Yeah, you can decide when it starts, Gridman, but if you've already got a Navigraph Ultimate subscription and you win, what they will do is extend your subscription for an additional year after it's due to expire. It's a pretty cool prize. And they don't often do giveaways, so really grateful for the Navigraph team for helping me out with that one. It's a great prize, really generous of them as well. Sasha, it should be at the top of your screen in Zulu. It's telling me we've got less than an hour to go. Awesome. Well, if you've got one, Gruderman, and it ends in November, they will just extend it, so it'll end in mid-November next year. We should be close to Adriatic Centre, so 130.00. Yeah, it's the full Navigraph Ultimate subscription as well that we've got to give away, and that includes all the nav data in the sim, the ability for you to be able to put in update your sim brief AirAx, put the nav data onto the Aerosoft CLJ, all their charts, and all that cool stuff. Now we're listening. I could read out all the prizes for next Saturday if you guys want. Well, next Saturday and Sunday. Neil, hello, welcome. I've spent a little while actually getting them all together, and we've still got bits to tweak. Well, Flight Sim, make sure you enter the giveaway for the Navigraph subscription. Right, should we do the 10k? Let's see here, let's see. So we've got the Gleam giveaway prize next Saturday, which is a 1-year Navigraph Ultimate full subscription. And we've got members only giveaway prizes for bronze, silver and gold frequent flyers, and that's a €10 Contrail voucher and a €5 Sim Market voucher. And then during the long haul group live stream next Saturday, we've got the somebody's going to win an Aerosoft CLJ for Microsoft Flight Simulator. There's a $25 Flightbeam Studios voucher up for grabs, a €15 Contrail shop voucher, a €10 Sim Market voucher, a copy of the Pyreek DevCo Edinburgh scenery via Orbex, a copy of the Perfect Soft Studios new Marrakesh Minara scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator, an item from Latin VFR yet to be decided, a choice of 1 Pilot Plus scenery via the Orbex store, two choices of so basically 2 prizes available for you to choose, a sticker of choice from the official merchandise store, and a official merchandise mug available to be won as well. And then on the Sunday, for the VFR group flight stream, we're going to have some additional prizes to be available to be won, and that is a €15 Contrail shop voucher, choice of official merchandise stickers as well as 2 of those up for grabs, and another copy available of the Pyreek DevCo Edinburgh scenery. A lot of prizes, right? Aaron, welcome. Bronze frequent flyer.
22 Thank you very much, and
thanks for joining. Yeah, Charts Fox Tidgeman, that's a great option as well. It's free to use. The beauty of Navigraph is everything's Jefferson format, so it's all in the similar format. Once you've learned the Jefferson way, it's very easy to just work your way through. So, oops, Sasha, you asking for the METAR? Let's have a look. So as of 12:50 Zulu, winds are variable at 3 knots. Cloud ceiling and visibility okay. 28 degrees Celsius, dew point 13 degrees, QNH 1016. That's the latest METAR. Aaron, welcome to the channel as a frequent flyer, bronze frequent flyer. Thank you for supporting the stream with the memberships. Make sure you head to our Discord server and drop us a little DM or a ping, and we'll get you added into the club lounge. And in there, you'll then also see the channel for the members only giveaway coming soon too. How are we doing? Look, fuel check 4460. 463 to go, and we've got the arrival route already planned in, ready as well. Let's see. Nils. I'm not a METAR bot, but let's find out. LFSB. So the METAR at LFSB is 010 at 5 knots. Variable between 320 degrees and 100 degrees. All the 9s, good visibility. Few clouds at 3,300. Scattered cloud at 7,300. 24 degrees Celsius. 14 degrees for dew point, and a QNH of 1018. Durstane. So you need to go into the settings, accessibility, and then user experience, I think, or UI. And within that, there's a setting called. That's worthy of a screenshot right there. Look at that down there. There's a setting called software or third-party software tips, and it will be set to off. You need to try and turn that on, and then you'll see them pop up again. Arsenal, thank you, welcome. And Voots, welcome to you. Hope you guys are having a great weekend so far. That looks fantastic. Look at that. GT, where do we get the METAR info from? So when we're on VATSIM, you can type a little command in on the chat line, .METAR, and then the airport code, and it will tell you exactly sort of the METAR there. Or if there's no METAR, it will say no weather profile exists. That's a lot of prizes, Vets. It is indeed, yes. Good way to give back to all of you guys in the channel's community, though. I'm sure you'll agree. To say thanks inside of MSFS Durstine, in addition to the V-Pilot option which you've got turned on. For Ray, my rudder pedals are the Thrustmaster T-Flight HOTAS X pedals. 2 big plastic pedals basically, but they are really good. Very cheap. I think we should call up before we get the contact me. We're almost at KOPRY. 65 to go though. Dear Wesley.
Yeah, the landing traffic landed in high runway 30 behind Belgium.
Forgot what I was going to do now. Now I saw that super chat appear on the chat. God, what are we? Wizz 2029, we're at inbound KOPRY flight level 380, that's what we're going to say. Once this is done its thing.
Human part 4 121 sextillion 314 quintillion 151 quadrillion 617 trillion 181 billion 918 million 171,615.
Oh wow, it's literally read out the entire number as one number. Quadrillion. Adria radar, good afternoon. Wizz Air 2029er, Airbus A320neo, inbound KOPRY flight level 380.
Wizz Air 2029er for 5221. 258 descent 4000.
24,000 feet, 7958.
Oh, wacky. Not sure what the next world update would be actually. I feel like it might be something like Spain and Italy. Spain, Italy, Portugal perhaps. I feel like that might be coming. I'd love to see a Greek world update. That would be really good actually. Greek world update with, let's see, what could it be? Teachman, don't let it get to you. Croatia, like the Baltics, like them, so like Croatia, Greece, Serbia, North Macedonia, all that sort of part of the world would be quite nice. I'd love to see maybe like a Greek, Italy and Adriatic update.
Condor 8, question Condor 9844, Unicom now, 128.
Sarnal, thank you very much. Thanks for your super chat, super kind of you.
Condor 9844, Unicom 128.
Hammer down, I used to. There we go. YouTube's slow today.
Lot 8760, Unicom now, 128.
Thanks for your super chat. Hammer down's was saying that he still uses the twist on his joystick. But you've got the same rudder pedals. You know what, it took me a very long time to come away from the twist, the Z-axis. But somebody during a live stream actually helped me out with getting the curve set up nicely, and it's completely changed how the rudder pedals work. But I have noticed that every time I come onto the sim I need to go into settings and kind of refresh the sensitivity, just give them a bit of a wiggle, and then it seems to sort of land quite nicely again. Any Aberdeen scenery? EGPE, that's Glasgow, right? Without checking. There's somebody coming soon with some great scenery for that. A couple of months away though, but it's well worth the wait. Foray, did you hear me earlier when I was mentioning the same thing to Durstein? Yeah, I think Spain, Portugal will definitely be one. Perhaps maybe with like Palma, Mallorca and things like that included. Photogrammetry upgrades and that sort of thing. Oh, Hammer, yeah, you'll be sliding around like mad. Well, Inverness has got some payware scenery by UK 2000, but it is not good. It's a very quick, lazy port from FSX, I think. The PMDG 737 will come out maybe over the next 2 or 3 months, and it's payware, but it's very, very, very worth it. Very no problem. So to activate the pop-up tooltips for vPilot, you'll remember that you've activated it in settings like you've mentioned, but you now need to go into in the sim itself, into the settings, go to accessibility. I can't pause now though to show you because I'm in controlled airspace. You go accessibility, user experience, drop that down, and then one of those settings should say third-party software tips or something like that, and then it will pop up. There you go, Basil, same explanation for yourself. Hammer down, yeah, you know what, remind me when we land in Milan and I'll show you when we're parked upon stand, if that sounds good. There's a Glasgow coming soon and it looks insane. That's an instant must buy. And that's a couple of months away. And it is properly pushing the boundaries of what is possible, to the point where the other day I was chatting with the developer and he sent me an image, a screenshot of his progress. Don't want to give away too much, but I showed the photograph to my other half and she thought it was a real photo, and I thought it looked like a real photo. So it shows how good the scenery is going to be for this new Glasgow coming up soon in the next couple of months. Definite must buy. Basil, did you hear my explanation of how to get the tooltips back up? I've explained it twice in a row. Let me know if you heard me. Hopefully you did. Drini, I think the PMDG 737 is going to be as real as it can get. To be honest, it's going to be exceptionally high fidelity, or study level as everybody calls it. And of course, PMDG have got, I think they've got a license from Boeing, but they've also gone into the simulators. I believe, if I understood it correctly, in creating their 737. I'll need to learn how to fly the 737 actually. It's going to be very different to the Airbus. More akin to the CRJ, but Basil, good stuff, no problem at all. Yeah, give it a go. Hopefully you remember. Blue Bitten. I'm in no rush to reveal my face. I don't think I probably will reveal my face. You know, the content should be about the simulator, not about myself. Who knows? I eventually will be recording real flying once I've passed my private pilot's license. And I will be probably getting GoPros set around the aeroplane as well. And naturally then you'll see my face, because I'll be flying the plane. Flight sim, that's the one. Yeah, the tooltips. Oh, gutted, he's gone offline. He has as well. No, he's not making those. Bacau Sim is working on another airport. Back on Unicom then. Quite odd for a Sunday. Bacau Sim is still working on on his third airport. I can't talk about what it's going to be, but it is really good. And I was helping him quite a few months ago now, though. I was helping him configure and tweak the ILS approaches for that. MSFS 2020 Blue Bitten all the time, all the way. Wesley, hello again. Meta Lime. So QNH 1016. I'll put this in now. It shouldn't change too much. Hammer down. I could do, couldn't I? That'd be fantastic. I could really confuse people then, though, and I'd probably worry the CIA as well. I think they'd go straight to the assumption that I'm sat in the back of the aeroplane, just recording, nobody in the cockpit. Ooh, transition altitude. Good question. By ATC, the QNH is 1016. So on that basis, the departure transition altitude 6,000. It should be probably like 6,500. I'll put it 7,000. So there's a 1,000 foot buffer level between flight level and transition altitudes. And then Barrow for the minimums on the charts. Cat 2 ILS 854. Category C aircraft. And we're going to do a Conf 3 landing. So as we get closer, we've already told the aeroplane here we want a landing Conf 3, so it's updated our approach speeds. And then when we get closer to approach, we need to activate landing flap 3 mode up here, like that. But I'll do that as we get closer. There you go, guys. That's how to get your software tips back on. Thank you very much, folks. Julius, Phoenix A320 is going to be awesome. ATA's Aviation News, welcome to the channel. Thanks for subscribing. Welcome on board to you. Don't forget, guys, you've got a chance to win Tailstrike Designs Milan Bergamo today. And all you've got to do is answer the following question after you've hit subscribe. What 3-letter IATA code designates Bergamo? Or to ask in another way, what is the 3-letter IATA code for Bergamo? And we're going to be checking out the brand new Tailstrike Designs Milan Bergamo Airport when we land, so really looking forward to it. It looks pretty good. ATA's asking, hey, how do I tell information to ATC during IFR clearance on MSFS? What sort of information? Are you on about just supplying the ATIS information letter? Or all of the stuff? All of the sort of stuff you have to say? Clayton, you requested Manchester to Gran Canaria, didn't you? It is coming, it's on the list. The letter and all the stuff, ATA. So, check the following. Yeah, guys, thanks. We had that yesterday. Obviously we're hitting that level now. You get to about 10,000 and all of a sudden we get a load of spam bots appear, which is interesting because they've got to be subscribed to be able to chat in the live chat. They've gone anyway, they're gone. Roland, not sure where I'll be parking yet actually, to be honest. He's gone and he's reported. So asking about ATIS information, ATA. Check the live chat. What I'm doing is I'm putting VATSIM live stream, VATSIM playlist, sorry, tutorials. And the very first one is how to get IFR clearance on VATSIM. We're not too far away from landing, I don't think, to be fair. It says 36 minutes. Got to check our distance to go actually, because we're going to be near top of descent. 337, okay, that's fine. We've still got a way to go. Top of descent is kind of where this 160 mile range is here. Habitat, yeah, we did it. We've got a massive giveaway next weekend. Land at Lakes, love that. Phoenix equals professor level. Didn't just study, Phoenix will be teaching the class. That's a great way to explain or describe a developer. Oh, 1300, he's back.
Control, good afternoon, this is Wizz Air 27 inbound, PODET.
Wizz Air 227, Roger, standby.
Adria radar, good afternoon. Wizz Air 2029er A320neo, flight level 380, overhead PODET.
Wizz Air 227, squawk 5273.
Squawk 5273, Wizz Air 2029er.
Wizz Air 2029, negative step, squawk 5221.
Squawk 5221, Wizz Air 2029er.
Good day, Alpine 70 kilo with your flight level 380, inbound PODET.
Austrian 73 kilo, squawk 5211.
Hammer down.
Squawking 5211, Alpine 70 kilo.
Saturday we're going to be doing long haul. Washington Dulles with some stunning flight beam studios, Washington Airport scenery. And then we're going to do long haul in the Heavy Division 787 all the way back to Heathrow. And throughout that we've got about 15 prizes to give away. And we've also got a load of giveaway stuff on Sunday as well for some VFR flying.
Setting squad 522 WIZZAIR Tuesday.
David, welcome aboard. Thanks for subscribing to the channel.
Adriatic Center, WIZZAIR 6160, flight level 360, inbound KOPRY. Delta 2020, do you have radar contact? Okay, Delta 2020, standby. WIZZAIR 227 has squawk ident, please.
For ident, for squawk ident, just press that button
WIZZAIR 227 squawk ident.
and it should pop up.
Squawk is a 5273.
Good afternoon, version 453.
Or on the vPilot client, you'll see where it says Mode C Disconnect Flight Plan Settings. There's one called ident. You can just click that if that's easier. Oh, Aaron. Well, it's a whole stream. So you can tune in through the day, and basically every hour we're going to be giving away a couple of prizes in one big block. So we'll draw 2 or 3 winners in each draw throughout the live stream, and each winner, each time we roll a draw, we will work through a grouping of prizes. So it might be a $25 Flightbeam Studios voucher, plus a runner-up will win a British AvGeek merchandise sticker, and all that sort of stuff. So loads of prizes to be won over that weekend, in addition to that Navigraph Ultimate subscription. Digman, nice. Whereabouts in Germany are you flying over? Cythera, welcome, hello, hope you're well, and thank you very much. Congratulations on the 10K. Thanks very much. Blue's asking, am I going to become a pilot in real life? Currently I'm studying towards my private pilot's license once again. So yeah, it's a long process, but we are getting there. And eventually I'll be able to... Yeah, eventually I will be able to
Delta 2020, what is your position?
take an aircraft up.
Explain position for Delta 20. Which waypoint are you going to? Where are you now? I don't see you on my radar. What's your position?
Trying to find that Delta on Volanta.
Heading to waypoint November Echo Bravo Alpha Nebax, waypoint Nebax over France.
Over France. So he's on the wrong controller frequency.
Okay, Delta 202.
Oh, Cythera. Awesome. Wow. Flying to Berlin, Brandenburg on short finals in the DC-6. Wow. Sasha, weather radar with the experimental mod of the A32NX. Sadly, terrain doesn't work, and weather doesn't work, and TCAS doesn't work. It's the only downside to the experimental branch. The development version of the flybywire mod, however, does have all of that working still, which is good. Any headway on the medical exam? No, it's like pulling teeth at the moment. One medical examiner has told me she's gone away for a long weekend, so she can't do my medical this week. So I've asked her what her availability is, so that I can tell her when I'm free. Basically, she's making it very difficult. And additionally,
Decimal 78 for Alpine 72.
Where is it? I've contacted two other aeromedical examiners as well, and we can't even. They're not even answering the phone, to be honest. So still trying to get that Class 2 medical sorted.
Decimal 78 for sequencing. Just reduce Mach 78 with that.
Oh, GD, no way. There's no chance that'll happen, sadly.
Sierra, we do inbound Cannon.
Blue Air 8 Juliet Sierra for 5235.
Okay, 5235, Blue Air 8 Juliet Sierra.
84 entries today, wow. Loving it. Theo, hi.
WIZZAIR 6160 inbound KOPRY flight level 360.
Right, there's a couple of VORs that we need to look about tuning. So Bergamo 11495,
Squawk 5245 for WIZZAIR
114 decimal 905.
Unicom for Austrian 10 kilo, take
Back.
pilot water.
284.
Understand Delta Yankee via Bravo taxi runway 23, track Capri.
Fly reports. Sorry, bud. Streamlabs, not sure what he's been drinking. I'll put your message into the live chat myself.
Yes, we can have another.
He asked, is it possible that the A32NX doesn't have the retard sound on touchdown? I think I've never noticed it when flying. So if you reduce the throttle before it tells you to retard the throttle, it won't give you the sound. If you wait right to the last minute, it will tell you retard, retard, retard. Which should do anyway. You know what? We'll find out today. When we make this approach, don't let me forget. I will keep the throttle alive right until the last second and see if it gets if it tells us to retard the throttles or not.
We got 7702 set squawk 5212.
5212 set, let's go 7700.
Wizz Air 6160 confirms booking 5245.
Resetting squawk 5245 for WIZZAIR 6160.
Good current level 1 Echo Foxtrot, inbound path of flight level 37.
Bizarrely, I might have to allow retard as a word. Chief Dan, hello. Hope you're well.
Good afternoon, this is AGM 742, flight level 3.
Let's see. 110 miles. Tixum at 6,000, so we're going to go progress, Tixum. Like so. It's telling us 170 miles, so we can see here straight away that we've got 60 miles to top of descent. What else have we got here? Oh, look at that. Nick T, hello. Yeah, good old Adria VATSIM controllers. Nice and consistent online, aren't they? Got a new microphone as well, folks. And I haven't set it up yet. I need to have a little bit of a tweak and a play with it just to see if it works nicely or not. But hopefully I might be able to improve the sound quality a little bit more. Flight reports, that's exactly why you're not getting the retard call out then. Basically, you keep the throttle in ideally until the Airbus tells you to retard it. And then you quickly shut it to idle. But if you idle it beforehand for whatever reason, and you can, then the aeroplane knows that it doesn't need to tell you to retard the throttle because you've already started to do that, so it won't give you the warning.
Confirmed inbound rota, but my flight plan isn't giving.
If you've not yet entered the giveaway, don't forget to do so. Nice easy question. GT, yeah.
Okay, I think you can put one direct in the SMT.
I like to think I don't smash it down too hard myself. Although I've had a few questionable landings in the A320, haven't I? Oh look, drone camera's playing up still. This is one of the most frustrating things from World Update 6, or Sim Update 5 actually, wasn't it? Oh Nick, you should never turn the auto throttle off in an Airbus. It's designed to always be on or armed at least.
Adria Control, good day again.
Jock, of course you can.
7710 GW, stand 6. What's the information on board? Request clearance, flight level 3. Correction.
Dwyle, it's good to see you read the terms and conditions.
Destination via Papa Delta 1 November departure runway 14.
You've only got to answer once, folks. If you answer twice or more, the bot might remove your entry.
Papa Oscar Delta 1 November departure runway 14, initial climb 130, squawk 523.
We could, into Milan, we could, in theory, it's Cat 3 ILS, we could do an autopilot 2 as well, we could do an auto land, but, you know, I like to land the aeroplanes myself. Was that for Wizz 2029er? 122.8 for Wizz Air 2029er. Thanks for the ATC. Nathaniel, yeah, real time, real MSFS live weather. Gritterman, yeah. Ashley in the lounge, in the club lounge the other day, suggested that it's fixed for them, but yeah, interesting. I still seem to have the weird tilty stuff going on with the drone camera. Jock, yeah. I use MSFS when I fly on VATSIM. I don't see planes using X-plane. You see them on TCAS, but not when you look out the window. What model matching are you using? Next Saturday for the giveaway, the long haul flight, we're going to depart Washington in real time as well. So it would be about 3 in the morning, Washington time, I believe. So leaving in the dead of night, departing in pitch black, and we'll then watch sunrise over the Atlantic in the sim. That looks like we are almost at top of descent. Leo, it's very rarely used in real life, to be honest. Let's go all the way down to 6,000. Johannes, thank you very much. Big achievement. We're only at 1,000 subscribers at the start of January. Oh right, Jock, get rid of all of those then. What I would recommend is, Dickens, good afternoon. I'd recommend is downloading on flightsim.to a program called Model Matching Magic, and download my model matching rule set as well. And if you've got the IVAO model stuff installed, get rid of those. because I think I've read a lot, I've had a lot of reports recently since about Sim Update 5 that all of the IVAO stuff, which I think Plato uses, are invisible at the moment. Do I like it? Do I like what, Blue? Oh, and I did, yes. Yeah, the handmade Bristol Airport that you were creating, Blue, looked fantastic on Discord. I think you still said there was a couple of bits to finish off. Is that right? Gridman, what's happened? You'll also need to go to flightsim.to and download all of the liveries for everything you want to see, which takes a bit of work, but it's a necessary step. Vance, good afternoon to you. Welcome on board as well. Hello. Hope you're well. If you've not yet entered the giveaway, guys, only enter the one time, by the way. Make sure you enter before we land. We shut down the engines. When we shut down the engines, we will then draw the winner, or the entry period will close once we're on stand and the engines are shut down. Dickens, the giveaway, you've got to be subscribed, which you are because you can chat in the live chat, and then you need to answer the following question correctly. What is the 3-letter IATA code for Milan Bergamo? Got the Alps to the north as well, which is why we're looking out the window this side. Let's have a look outside, shall we? The drone likes to tilt itself, doesn't it? Get rid of the Megapack stuff as well, Jock, because that's a lot of that stuff is pink textures and not working very well at the moment as well, apparently. There's the Alps. Look at that. Looks great. Wow. That's the problem, Theo. It takes me almost 20 minutes to boot the sim up with all of my model matching stuff. And that includes a project that I'm helping with as well. FSLTL are developing a lot of, so when you see the 737s and the A319s in my streams and the A350 yesterday, that's all part of this project that I'm helping with. And I'm sort of testing it on VATSIM. They're developing it for the live traffic, so ordinarily, for those of you who don't use any VATSIM or IVAO, you'll still see all of everything matching nicely, which is a really cool feature. Great little add-on to have for PC users. But I'm helping them get it sorted with VATSIM as well. And I forgot to update, actually, there's a new bit for me to test. I forgot to update it today, so perhaps we'll see that on Saturday. Loads of new liveries and models. Oh no, awesome. Nick, no, sadly not. Yeah, no customised top of descent marker in the flight plan, sadly. But I calculated it using that little bit of mathematics. That looks pretty good. South African Skyling, welcome on board. This livery, by the way, is by pilot Matty, I think it is, and it's available on flightsim.to. Very good. And now, of course, he's added the text on the winglets, which I did as a bit of a hotfix, but he's added them properly onto his livery now. Although I've noticed his texture work's a bit off because it's white at the wings there, which is a bit strange. Might let him know. Down we go. Theo, it does, yes, it does pain the frames per second a little bit, to be fair. Right, so we've got the approach stuff done. Performance page, we'll do a final check of the ATIS before we get too far into arrival, METAR. Where are we going? Lime. Winds are variable at 3 knots still. Cav OK, 28 degrees Celsius, dew point 13 degrees Celsius, and QNH 1016 with no significant change. It's exactly the same as it was before. Durstone, awesome. Good stuff. And yeah, as Neil's saying, Volanta can help with top of descent as well. One of its new handy little features. Let's turn that on. Right, so this is the plan. We're going to go to Oscar, which is just here. And then we're going to go direct to... Is it Elven? Something like that? I can't remember now. We'll look at the star. Oscar, direct to Ulven. Instead of flying the star. The star takes us directly over the airfield, back out and round for a little arc procedure, RNAV arc, off in the distance, and then back in for approach. I'll show you Navigraph again. For those of you who might have missed it earlier, we're on the Oscar 2 Echo arrival, and we're going to fly in from Oscar, and instead of going in and round over the airfield, past the VOR, back out, and then back round, I'm literally going to go Oscar, and then a left turn direct to Ulven, and then a right turn to Tixum, and then it basically cuts all of this star out, which is what they did in real life recently apparently for this particular route, and fly. So we'll try and replicate that. I'm going to kill that rate of descent a little bit. Yeah. At Tixum, we're then going to head in for the ILS Zulu, runway 28, at 6,000, max 210 knots. Down to the initial fix at Lasav, and we've got an NDB there, 3765 Oreo Al Serio. So we're going to establish with the localizer at about 3,500 feet probably. Lasav, and then 8.6 for 3,500. 8.6, 12.5. So Lasav at 4,000, we'll descend down to 3,500. To capture the glide slope, and then it's a 3-degree rate of descent in, or angle, descent angle into the runway. There's the rad outs and the MDAs. MDA of 854 feet, or on the rad out, that would be 100 foot for a decision altitude, with a runway visual range of 300 meters, and we're a Category C aircraft in an A320neo. Missed approach. Proceed on 284 degrees, which is basically runway heading, climbing to 4,000, reach 1,300 feet or above at 2.6 DME from the VOR, or 2.1 actually from the VOR that we've got tuned to Bergamo, and then turn left at max 185 knots to join a radial of 157 Beg to Odemo, which is there, and then we hold. Missed approach fixed with a hold at Odemo. Doctor on board. We could do direct Oscar to Lasav. It all depends on how my altitude management goes, but I don't want to bite off too much, because then at Lasav, if I'm too high, I'm on. Oh, yeah, I have to. That's a missed approach. So I'll take one before that. Hammer down, I'll never know. Blue the second, we do. When we do my controller streams once a month, we I set a tower view up and we basically do like a plane spotting stream with it. Worth a look if you've not seen those before. We've done Birmingham and Manchester quite a bit, and we did Edinburgh recently too.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now descending and preparing to land. Please ensure that your cabin bag is safely stored. Make sure your window blinds are, seats are in upright position, and your table trays are folded.
3765. That's ominous. What altitude are we at? 14,000. Let's hold there. This is the problem, we don't have a terrain map. And I can't see the peaks. We'll hold there because I know this is a safe altitude because it's on the charts at or above. Before I forget, we want landings flaps 3 mode activated, and we've done that down in the performance tab as well for the approach mode. Here, landing config flaps 3, config 3. And that's all set, 1087 BRM. Ominous. Sounds like I've got a new phrase. We're at a good altitude here, 14,000. I don't want to go too low to that terrain because we don't have a terrain map, and as you can see here, all this thick cloud, we can't exactly see exactly where we're going. Oh, Sthira. Awesome. That is going to be worthy of a screenshot as we get over that. And Bergamo is just over these ridges here, which is why we're holding at this altitude at the moment. Jonathan, hello. And Theo, why flaps 3? Good question. So, we've got a nice long runway, and we're going to make use of low auto brake because we don't need medium. Let's show you. Landing 28. There's the threshold, and it's almost 3,000 meters. It's 2,874 meters for touchdown. And if I use low auto brake and maybe a bit of reverse thrust as well, if we have to, we can land and vacate a Tango 3 quite nicely on the south apron here, or the main apron, vacating to the left. And what it does is it means that we don't, if we land flaps 4 or full flaps, we're going to slow down very quickly. We're also going to have a slower final approach. So we can go that little bit quicker for final approach, landing flap 3, conv 3. And we can then use low auto brake and a bit of reverse thrust to vacate a delta. And it means that we're actually on the runway for less time. And it's all about runway use. In the reference pages in... Oh, look at that. I do like it when it's like this. We don't have it here. Runway 28. This is what it's going to look like on approach with Navigraph. Visual vertical guidance path me 3 degrees both sides of the runway. The first 666 feet is slippery when wet. And there's a displaced threshold resulting in a usable landing length of 2,741 feet. There you go, look at that. There's some altitudes for us to consider. Maybe it's in here actually, isn't it? There we go, runway usage. We want the arrivals page. Minimum runway occupancy, there you go, hopefully you guys can read that. So it's all about making use of the runway as best as possible and having aircraft on it for the minimum amount of time possible as well. And it says approaching runway 28 should prepare the landing to vacate the runway via Delta if directed to apron south, or via taxiway Foxtrot if directed to the north. So that's what we're planning for today. And flaps 3 and low auto brake, perhaps with the option of reverse thrust, will give us that with the aircraft performance. Jock, there's no livery pack. They're all on flightsim.to. You basically have to wade through, search for all the airlines that you want and all the aircraft you want, and download them all. Here we go. All vans there. So we've got about 25 track miles probably to go, 30 miles to go. Oh, Theo, yeah, the desktop version's got loads of stuff on it. It's really good. But also, make sure you've downloaded all the Navigraph stuff as well, because if you've got the full Ultimate subscription, you can download all their programs, which will allow you to import the nav data into the sim itself. Look at that. Looking pretty cool. Right, terrain out to the side over there. How are we doing actually? QNH was 1016, wasn't it? I think from memory. 1016, let's get that set. Oops, wrong way. 1016. While we're in descent, let's get that set. It's 1016 already, good. I'm going to go to open descent mode, because what it's going to do then is if we get to 10,000, it's going to level off at Oscar. God, what a horrendous bit of music that is. Let's change that. Captain Muti, welcome, hello. Glad you're enjoying it. So there we go, 10,000, the aeroplane's going to level off. Get the landing lights off. It's only going to level off to actually help us reduce our speed. Seatbelt signs are on, landing comp 3. GPWS, flap 3, and the final third bit, comp 3. So they're all saying the same thing, and the RadNav page is ready to go. What we can probably do now is go direct. Alvan, direct, perf, activate approach phase. Approach phase is active. .137 for approach speed. Bergamo traffic. Wizz Air 2029er is an A320neo, flight level 100, descending down to 6,000 inbound for the ILS Zulu runway 28 approach. Sergey, basically there's multiple accounts, and they change the account names, which causes that problem sadly, but you know, we spot it. Hyacinth, you have to do it manually, sadly, but I've done a tutorial on it, so if you've not checked that out, do have a little look there. Let's continue to descend to 4,000, shall we? RMP, ILS Zulu, 6,000 at Tixum actually, isn't it? So 6,000. Which is going to be below transition, so let's get local QNH set. And we want low auto brake. Ground spoilers armed. 1228, we're on frequency. LS mode on. That I think is Linate, but I might be wrong, because the other main Milan airport's here somewhere. One of those could be Linate actually. And if we look outside this part of the airport, look at that, that looks stunning. 707 liner, it certainly is. The Tailstrike design Bergamo should be out there somewhere. Not that we can see it at the moment. That's on 10, that's set. We know missed approach is going to be up to 4,000. And we've got the ADF and the VORs both tracking, Ori and Beg. 22 miles to go to the ILS. It's okay, Hyacinth. All you've got to do is know the principles. So you want track FPA mode, and you use the chrono to time minute legs, and you just turn yourself. LS mode Dwyer was giving us the vertical and lateral guidance here for the ILS glide slope.
Traffic R5 70 kilo on arrival ILS 280 after OSKOR directing to Ulven for 280.
It's working out okay because we've got Tixum coming up. Should be there. Let's check the flight plan. Tixum, Lassav, perfect. Back onto the perf page. Yeah, it's all good. Heading and track, Cythera, great question. So heading is where the nose is pointing. So at the moment we've got a crosswind, for example. If that was 20 knots, our nose might be pointing 270. So our heading would be 270, but our track would be where the aeroplane's going, and our track would be where the green diamond is on this aeroplane, which is 282 at the moment. So our nose in a crosswind could be pointing that direction, but actually we're flying that direction. That's the heading, and where we're going is the track. Tracks are really important. Max 210 knots. We're at 210 now at Tixum. Approach mode Dwal arms the lock. So that arms all of this, and it doesn't say arm lock mode, it'll arm glide slope, and it will capture them as we get it. And then it will fly the approach. All the LS does is turn on the instruments here for us. Turning right in a second. Look at that. Looking forward to this, guys. Checking out the new Tailstrikes Bergamo. Don't forget we've got one to give away to one of you guys watching as well, so if you've not already answered the question and entered the giveaway, make sure you be in with a chance to win. There's a racetrack down there. Anybody know what that is? I've got no idea. Looks great though. Bergamo is down there actually, I think I just see it down there. I'm actually going to go to 3,500. Laps 1. Bergamo traffic, Wizz Air 2029er, passing Tixum inbound ILS runway 28. We'll report when established, Bergamo traffic. So we're under the glide slope at the moment, that's what we want. And we're going to start to go to intercept the ILS. There's the runway. Flaps 3, remember, so we've only got 2 more stages of flaps left to go. Better put my feet on the rudder pedals. Hopefully I can get some nice screenshots as we establish. Let's go to heading mode for this little bit so we can establish ourselves. And that's creeping as well, so let's arm approach mode. Cat 3 single. Lock mode is blue and armed. Glide slope's blue and armed. Not yet active. They'll go green when they do. Just refresh that. Does it have VNAV yet? No, sadly not. There's the runway. I mean, imagine having the scenery and having this to fly in around in the sim. So, in a second, not that it's done it yet, but it should arm itself. There we go, lock, armed. And it's now active. Glide slope's armed. When we hit the glide slope around about now, that's going to activate. There we go, active. Get me tongue twisted. Flaps 2, we've got one stage of flaps left to go. Bergamo traffic, Wizz Air 2029 established. 8 miles to land. Bergamo traffic. 8 miles. Gear down.
2,500.
Check. We know our missed approach is 4,000, so let's get that set. And I'm going to make sure that is set 282. 284, sorry. Martin, hello, yes. To enter the giveaway, you've got until we land, touchdown, and switch off the engines. You've got to answer the following question correctly. What is the 3-letter IATA code for Bergamo? Only answer the once. If you answer correctly twice, the bot will remove your entry. And as always, make sure you pop in and check out the terms and conditions. What a great livery this is, eh? You guys might want flight recorder, right? Let's get the flight replay app fired up quickly. Pete Fly Sims, good evening to you in Australia. Late for you. Welcome. Make sure you enter the giveaway, Pete. And let's go. Final stage, flaps 3. So we are now flaps 3, flaps 3, flaps config 3 set, and obviously we should have done that
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
as well. Record. There you go, Doctor.
1,000.
I was quite happy with the Cat 3 single though. Autodrome de Francia Corta, awesome. It's coming off now anyway. Let's fly it in manually. Bonk. Wow, winds are calm. 185 at 1 knots, so it's crossed the runway.
500.
But pretty much 0 wind.
400.
I did turn them on good. What a time to check.
200.
I've allowed us to sink ever so slightly, but that's fine.
100.
Look at those tyre marks on the runway.
40.
Bergamo traffic, 70 kilo, establish localizers.
There you go.
11 PM.
Low water brake, and we're on auto reverse thrust, I should say. Manual brakes. So here we go with the minimum runway occupancy time. Look, we've rolled out 40 knots, 30 knots, right at Delta. And look how quickly we're exiting the runway. There's a Jet 273. Bergamo traffic, Wizz Air 2029 has vacated at Delta, taxi to the apron. First view. Where should we park for a nice view, guys? Let's see what we got here. Milan Bergamo. That's the point. Where does the sim want us to go? Wants us to go right there, I think. We go where we like. Goodman, thanks.
Bergamo traffic, when the 267 is on 91 final runway 30.
Ashley. Yeah, yeah. Brakes, they really need to sort the sensitivities of that out. That's where you spill your drink, Ashley. Right. Flight recorder mod. I'm going to need to leave the engines on actually for this. We can turn that off and that off. We do landing flaps 3, we'll get rid of those. All good. And we just got to wait now, once we get a couple of people landing. Let's have a look at the airport, shall we, guys? How many people have we got flying in, actually, for that matter? We haven't missed him touchdown, have we? What scenery though as a backdrop. There he is. Final approach. Easy does it. Dr. Magic, we use the flight recorder mod. It's on flightsim.to. It's free to use. Durstone knows just the flybywire sounds. Little bump there because the VATSIM server's working out where he is. I'll look at that for a touchdown. Silky. It's a base for Ryanair as well, so obviously when the PMDG 737 comes out, this Bergamo scenery is awesome to have, really. Great little touchdown, that. Oh, look at that for a backdrop.
Bergamo traffic, Alpine 70 kilo, vacated to 8 Delta.
The commentator. Awesome, thank you very much. You've been a member for 6 months. Look at that for a view. Ryanair hangers off down there. Great backdrop. We'll have a good look around the scenery as well, folks, before we worry about much else. In the meantime, I need to add a screenshot onto Volanta. Have a quick look, see at who's flying where. 2776, 227, 227's on final approach. And Oscar Golf Alpha Romeo. End flight, review the flight on Navigraph. We'll get the flight replay shortly. Not Navigraph, sorry, Volanta, whoopsie. Statistics, there you go. Minus 363 foot per minute and 1.62. A little bit firm on the landing to be fair, but it was a faster one with flaps 3 or comp 3 in use.
Traffic with 2776, heading direct left up.
Tower.
Payment traffic is 276, descending Bacau for the
Frosty glass. It's nice to see it from the outside though. Oh, I missed him. You're kidding me.
Traffic with 227 has vacated runway 28 on Delta.
Jay's loving the scenery.
Bergamo traffic, Oscar, Golf Alpha Romeo, established ILS 28.
There's some great routes from here though, to be fair. Theo, awesome. I'm back in the PA28 myself as well. Oh yeah, Ashley. I was demonstrating retard though, wasn't I? The call out for retard, that's my excuse. And Cythera, no, there's no VATSIM frequency you can practice on, sadly. It's just drawing all these in as we go. Oh, look at this DHL hangar. That's pretty cool. Look at that. That's awesome. Fire station. Conscious, I'm just trying to watch the approach. I don't want to miss another landing. There's the fire station. We've still got the flight replay to do as well. Is there anything in here? That'd be quite cool. Peekaboo. Oh, there goes some buses and stuff. Breezer, good stuff. Like in the airport as well. Aerosoft, yeah. Tailstrike Designs is the developer for this. You can buy it on Aerosoft, of course. I'm looking on the frequency on the approach here. Look at that for a warehouse. Who's that? What's that supposed to be? Is that an airliner? Who was that? I am mega confused.
I'm in traffic with the 2776. There's someone on final.
TRT.
I think there's two with 2776.
Yeah, because I'm about to enter final.
Could you repeat that again?
With the 2776 is about to enter final. Flight level 3,500. I'm entering final in 1 minute.
Fair shot.
Bergamo traffic, Oscar Golf Alpha Romeo, short final to it.
That's thorough, awesome. Didn't know that. I say awesome, it's not awesome, but good little facts. Spotted. Here we go. CRJ. Haven't turned the engines off yet, so we'll wait till we've done the flight replay thing. Tony, hello, no worries. Welcome, I hope you're well, having a good weekend. Oh, there's an open mic.
With the 2776 short final.
Oh, look at that. Showing off there, gently lowering the nose. True professional. Tony, the lorry's the DHL facing the wrong way. We'll have to go back and have a little look. The developer's very responsive as well, so I'm sure stuff like that could be fixed if it's fed back. I get the feeling that my flight recorder mod is not comfortable today. We've got the final one on final approach now. Yes, last man. So, while we wait, we'll have a quick scan about the scenery a little bit more.
Bergamo traffic, Oscar, Golf Romeo, vacated runway via Delta. With the 2776 on short final landing.
This is pretty cool. In fact, lots of attention to detail. It stretches into sort of the bridges and the highway over there over the river, which is really nice. Nick, so if you activate alpha floor because you're flying too slow, auto throttle stays on, it will automatically apply toga, it will apply max thrust for you, and it should pitch the nose down. The aeroplane's got a lot of safety features built into it, and it should almost sort of recover for you or assist in your recovery. And it'll engage something called auto throttle lock, which means that you can't reduce the thrust. Quite clever. Oh no, nah worries. CLJ's better. Here comes the last whiz. Yeah, Theo, it is a stunning backdrop for an airport, isn't it? There's that displaced threshold for 2.8. Skimming the trees. It's probably got a different scenery to us, to be fair. Smooth. Should we get the replays on? We'll let him get parked up. I will then go on to do a replay a couple of times to get a load of screenshots with everybody parked up as well, of course. Is there anything around this airport that you guys want to see, obviously, before we start faffing around doing other stuff? I feel like my sim is kind of wanting to do a crash to desktop on me. Look at that. How cool is that? Goju, yeah, I can't remember if it's an exclamation mark, but check the live chat. Hopefully I've put the right... I probably got it wrong, but hopefully I put the right command in there. There we go, cheers to Thera. We'll wait for the Wiz to get parked up. Where is he? There he is. And then we'll get a screenshot. Trying to think how best to get a screenshot here. Here we go. Right, so I'm going to do the flight recorder mod. You'll have to bear with me because I'm now going to zip out. Actually. Prepare for a replay, shall we? We want to check out the threshold. We need to do this. Drone follow mode off. Should we go this side? Yeah, we'll do this side like this. There we go, that'll be a good view, I think. And we go back into the aeroplane. And we want to hit replay. Doink! You guys love a replay, of course. Oh no, you just have to download them all really. Everybody's got different needs on their own system, so it's kind of difficult to get them all sort of set up nicely.
Bergamo traffic, Wizz Air 6160, 5 mile final, runway 28.
There you go, touchdown. Obviously I had spoilers out at the time for touchdown, but we didn't get the chance to see them. That's touchdown. What a scenic touchdown though. And then if we quickly go out, because I'm conscious there's somebody on finals, we can watch my touchdown here. Oh, look at that, a bit of smoke, love it. Oh, a bit more smoke. That nose wheel coming down. That's cool. And then what have we got on this side of the aeroplane? Land O'Lakes, yeah we are, but we know there's no ATC on, so we're fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly zip off the runway. Like so, so we're parked, nothing ever happened. And then we're going to stop replay. And snap back. We want to go back into the flight deck. Brakes are hot, yeah, of course they are. It's reset the state of all of this. So they're all off now, that's fine. APU is on. And the entry period for the giveaway is now closed. So good luck to everybody that's taken part. If you enter now, it's too late.
Bergamo traffic runner for Tango Foxtrot. Expect push and start in about 5 minutes.
Let's look inside. We'll find out who's won. A little bit of an interior there. That's quite cool, look at that. Let's punch in here, join the punters. Ah. Who's that? This looks fantastic. Animated passengers, of course, as well. It's my first experience of a Tailstrike Designs thing, and I'm never too bothered about interiors, to be honest. The biggest thing for me is performance. If I can see it from the stand, then it's like this, like the glass here. Then it's awesome to have some model matching. Hey, there he is. Look at that. It makes it look really realistic, doesn't it? Definite buy for this.
Bergamo traffic, Wizz Air
Looks really good.
vacated at Delta, taxiing east. Traffic.
What's downstairs? Coaching gates, I think. Look at that. Busy queue waiting to go on their cheap Ryanair bucket seats. Yeah, Wizz Air are trying to still merge with EasyJet, actually, funnily enough. What's that? Little medical centre, police station. Right, let's find out the winner. Beautiful scenery, great stuff by Tailstrike Designs. So one of you guys have won a copy of this today. The 737's FSLTL, it's a project I'm actually helping with at the moment, Arno. We've got 122 eligible entries, wow. So thank you to everybody who's taken part today and helped celebrate the 10,000 subscriber that we've hit today. Next week we've got an absolute whopper of a giveaway weekend, so you guys don't want to miss that. But today, one of you has won a Tailstrike Designs Milan Bergamo that we've seen here today, so good luck to everybody. And the winner is... Easy Whiz. The Godfather. So congratulations to you. If you're still in the live chat, say hello. If not, you've got 24 hours to contact me via Discord, via our Discord server, or via email britishavgeek1@gmail.com. And similarly, if you don't want it, let us know and we can roll it again another time and give somebody else the opportunity to win. Ooh. Flight recorder is not enjoying the sim today. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that.
Traffic, look and verify the taxing to access somewhere.
So congratulations to the Godfather. I feel like I'm on the verge of a crash to desktop here. The next stream from me, guys, is going to be on Saturday. Early start, of course, as well. And we're going to be heading over to Washington Dulles. We've got the new, or rather fantastic, I should say, Flightbeam Studios Dulles Airport scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator. And we're going to launch off from there in the Heavy Division 787. Look at that. That looks awesome. What a bit of scenery this is. And we're going to head oceanic as a group flight all the way back to London Heathrow. And during that, we've got tons of stuff to give away too. So be sure to join us for that. If you want to fly along as well and you're confident with VATSIM, you're more than welcome. You don't have to be confident with the oceanic, because I certainly am not. And then on the Sunday, we've got another group flight, and we're going to be going on joinfs.net, which is a different free-to-use server system. and we're going to be flying VFR around Chile. Hope you've all enjoyed today's live stream. Congratulations to the Godfather, our winner for today. Please, if you do watch this, contact me. If not, we'll do another giveaway over the next few weeks for the same scenery. Not yet, Arno, no. FSLTL isn't available publicly yet. There's a lot of work to do. I'm just testing a few of the latest bits for them. Hope you guys all enjoy the rest of the weekend, or what's left of it at least. Thanks everybody for tuning in and helping celebrate that 10,000 subscriber count. Appreciate every one of you being part of this channel and helping it grow and creating a great community behind it as well. And I hope to see you all tune in live on Saturday and Sunday for those live stream giveaways and the group flights. All the details for which will be inside our Discord server, so be sure to join us there as well. In the meantime, as always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you to all of our new subscribers, and Asano and Wesley and Jay for your super chats and your tips today as well. And I'll look forward to seeing you guys for that long haul giveaway whopper on Saturday. Take care.